What's up? I just want to make sure y'all can hear me good. We are live with another video. I want to say special shout out to y'all in the building. It's been a long time. We missed, I think, one day. I took another day off and I said, hey, I'm here. We got a lot of subjects that we're going to talk about in this particular live. So I want y'all to be in the building. So shout out to y'all if y'all can hear me real good. So give me a second. I want to make sure you all can hear me and all that good stuff. Give me a second. I'm gonna make sure that you all can hear me really good. I'm gonna make sure. Hold on, if y'all can actually hear me. I know y'all been missing me, but we are live. Give me a second. If y'all can hear me, press one. If y'all can hear me, press one in the chat. If y'all can hear me, okay. All right, so we good. So we good. All right. So make sure y'all thumbs up this video. We're gonna be talking about TashaK. We also gonna be talking about Nicki Minaj and Armon Wiggins. We're gonna be getting into that. We also gonna be talking about Pastor Colby. We're gonna be talking about that as well. So let us first get into Pastor Colby. Now, first and foremost, he is a character, I would say, in the church sector. He preaches and stuff like that, and he got a cross eye, and that's really good. And yeah, some he's entertaining, I would say. So I had a pleasure of watching some of his videos and really just getting a good laugh, getting a good, it's a good laugh that you're gonna get by watching him. So I watched this video, and so today I get in my DM bombarded with I don't know if y'all can see. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of him so y'all could just see how he look. If y'all don't know how he look, give me a quick second. Okay, give me a quick second. Give me a quick second. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, that's how he look. So someone sent me 3 videos. 1, 2, 3 videos of him having intercourse with another man. And the way I'm just giggling a little bit because they were screwing on the grass. Then one of the guys' butt was tooted up in the air. He was screwing. Now, mind you, he was, they sent me 3 videos, and I'm like, who are these people? It was like, you didn't hear, like, this is his name is Pastor Colby. That's his name. I'm like, oh really? They sent me 3 other videos. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. One of the videos of him screwing, then another video of him sucking the peen. So I'm like, oh, what in the world is going on? So they got all that on there with it's 3 videos, right? So I'm gonna try to upload it all on my Patreon. So make sure y'all join my Patreon. I'm gonna try to upload all 3 of them on my Patreon. So I see the 3 videos. Then I'm just keep doing my research. Then someone said Dr. Larry Reed is live. So I went over there. Shout out to Dr. Larry Reed. I'm watching his live. And he go on there. Pastor Colby hits the link. And he hits the link and he go on there and he said, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to do that. He said he was sorry. He, according to Pastor Colby, that encounter happened 5 years ago, and that the guy, baby mama, leaked the videos to the public. Okay. Now, clearly, Pastor Colby had to know that camera was rolling because you could see clearly, you can see Pastor Colby, and you see the guy with the phone. So you know that phone is on because you clearly he looks into the phone. So you know the phone is on and stuff like that. So he goes live on Does They Read. He said, listen, this happened 5 years ago. The baby mama released a tape. And I'm just laughing because people was like, oh my gosh, why would he be preaching the word? And he's getting exposed of pumping another man. I'm like, it's a lot of preachers out here that deal with same gender loving activities. They be in the bedroom, they be humping. Only difference is you don't see that going live. You don't see that going live on the video, but you clearly know that it's some preachers and ministers, apostles, prophets that gets it in with another man. The reason why you don't see it is because it haven't been leaked out yet, but it goes on. So everybody was talking about Pastor Colby. It was like, this is wrong. And I'm like, I didn't know he was an ordained preacher, but somebody said he is ordained. He do works in a funeral home. I found that out on his social media. And then people were saying in the chat, they were saying, listen, I stand by my pastor and this and that. And I'm like, oh, the people, they were all in there. One lady said she stand by her pastor. She's not leaving her pastor. And he didn't do nothing wrong. Who have not sinned cast the first stone. So it was some people actually defending him. I don't know if y'all see the video. Press 1 if you've seen the video. Let me see how many people in here that actually watched the video. Press 1 if you actually seen the video. It was about 3 videos I witnessed and I watched. And it was disgusting. I mean, they looked dirty. They looked like they ain't shower. It was about 3 videos that I witnessed. 3 of them. So if you didn't see the video of Pastor Colby, I definitely have it on my IG. I can't release it on IG, but it's in my DM. So I'm going to try to post it on my Patreon. I'm going to try to post it on my Patreon today because I will be going live on Patreon right after this episode because I had a conversation with my father. So we're going to get into that on Patreon. So if you all did not get a chance to get over to our Patreon, we definitely going to have that live over there on Patreon. So if you all didn't get a chance to listen and all that on my Patreon, we're going live right after this show. We're going live on Patreon. So we're going to talk about that, my journey. And I finally was able to find my father. And we had a conversation. So we're going to talk about that on Patreon. So if you're not on my Patreon, the moderator's got the link. You can sign up. I think the lowest you can subscribe with is $1. It's not that much as well. And if you miss the interview that Pastor Colby did, it is live on Dr. Larry Reed, and we actually listen to it on Station Head. So if you know it's live over there, you could definitely get into it and have that conversation. And many people were upset. They talking about gays going to hell. They was just doing this over and over. And I'm like, listen, it's a lot of pastors and preachers that deal with men in the bedroom, and they be busting it wide open in they hole. They busting it wide open. The only difference is it have not been exposed, but they do it. It's a lot of them. They got it. They be busting it wide open. Only difference is you don't see it because they have not put it on the live, but they be busting it wide open. So before you judge, you better make sure your pastor ain't let nobody in their back door and with the peen. Okay? And they kept saying, well, Pastor Colby, he's a little slow. I'm like, he ain't obviously that slow. He knew how to put that peen in that hole. He put it right there. Didn't nobody have to instruct him. No caregiver had to help him. The doctor didn't have to help him. He knew where to stick it. I saw all 3. Even the guy didn't even have to give him no instructions where to put it at. He knew exactly where to stick it. So he wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Because they say, oh, he don't know no better. I'm like, well, he wasn't slow when he stuck it in that man. And I saw 3 videos. 3. It was in my face. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? And they sent it to me and they said, Wiley, you got to discuss it. You got to talk about it. Okay? So I'm not the first person to talk about this. Many other people talked about it on their shows. I said I'm going to bring it up and talk about it so y'all can hear it. So if you didn't get a chance to hear, I'm going to try to upload it on my Patreon. If you all did not get a chance to hear it, we will definitely try to let y'all hear on my Patreon right after this live. All right? Okay? I just had to let y'all know that. Okay, now what else to have up in here? Now we're gonna talk about TashaK. Y'all know who TashaK is? TashaK is a celebrity gossip blogger. She's been on our show a couple of times. I think she's been on. I think she's one of the guests that's been on our show multiple times as for interview, and she decided to actually interview growing up hip hop star not Elizabeth, Egypt and Sam. So she announced that she's going to interview them on her show. I said, okay, so let's see how this is going to go. Then we look at the interview, and Egypt and Sam, they sitting down talking about their relationship, and then she pretty much asks Sam, Tasha K asks Sam, what are you? Are you bi? Are you pansexual? Like what are you? He said, I'm just me. I like beautiful women. I'm just me. But I gave them something to talk about on the show and pretty much put it out there that I like what I like, alluding to that I'm bi, but I like what I like. I'm pretty much I don't believe in no labels. And so he was saying, do you like to have relations with a trans woman? Sam said, yeah, when I was real drunk, one day I was real drunk. I was 21. I was drunk. And in Vegas, I humped a trans woman and I was real drunk. I didn't even know what I was doing and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, come on now. Anyway, they're just talking. And so I'm here hearing this and stuff like that. And then Tasha K said, well, this is like recent. You had a conversation with a trans woman and you were sending her the nudes. And so they're looking at it and she said, Egypt, do you have your phone? Do you have the phone? So Egypt got the phone and then he hurried up and snatched the phone out of Egypt's hand. And they're looking at the DM and it was like, do you see that and see the pictures and all that? She was like, well, these are the pictures from his OnlyFans. So Sam was upset. He was like, well, I'm going to get my lawyers. I'm going to sue because I don't want this interview out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this to see the day of light. I'm definitely going to get my lawyer. We're going to sue if you put this in out because this was supposed to be about the show and her music and all this. And then Tasha was like, listen, I am a gossip blog. This is what I do. We gossip over here. And then they clicked off the link. They clicked off the live. They left the live. And she's like, oh my gosh, they ended the live. So then the messiness really gets started. Tasha K interviewed the trans woman that had relations with Sam. Okay? Interviewed the trans woman. You can clearly tell that she's trans. And they said they had a relation. They pretty much humped and did the nasty. And then she said he knew exactly who I am, that I'm trans. He knew exactly who I am. And he was deleting some pictures and stuff. And of course, I had to take some pictures and some videos on another phone to make sure I have some receipts because he's acting kind of weird. And then she was like, when I reached back out to him, he was saying, like, don't be hitting me up. I'm not with that, et cetera, et cetera. And she was like, is this Egypt I'm talking to? And all of this. He was like, acting very, very weird. So, of course, Tasha says she's going to release all of this on her Patreon, and we're going to see it. And clearly, I checked the Patreon. I haven't seen it yet to see what was the communication, what was the text, what was all the stuff of his peen, et cetera, et cetera. And so all of this was live on Tasha K's show where she talked about it on her show. And she actually interviewed the trans woman on her show, and she interviewed Sam, and Sam felt some type of way. You can see it in his mannerism. He was pissed, he was embarrassed, and he did not like the fact that Tasha K was making that interview about him. Yeah, she was feeling some type of way, and I'm like, there's no way in the world why you feeling bad or sad because you agreed to do the interview, and I don't understand why can't people give me a second? Why can't people do their research? You already know what kind of person Tasha K is. She is a celebrity gossip blogger, meaning if it's a rumor about you, okay, that you're doing, it's going to come up. So if you're not doing your research about Tasha, don't be shocked if she, and not only that, don't be creeping behind the back of Egypt That's your girl, and you sleeping with trans women. Be open and honest. And what he's doing is he's, according to Tasha, he's submitting them his peen pic from OnlyFans and having a conversation as though, and so he could tell Egypt, listen, they got this picture from OnlyFans. They're trying to mess up our relationship. They're trying to set us up. So that's pretty much what he's indulging and doing and saying, that they're trying to set us up, and that is why when we get on these sites, it's going to come up. Now, when that came up, that he sent the ping pic from his OnlyFans, he does that so he can clear his entire image up when dealing with a trans woman. So when he sent the ping pic from his OnlyFans, he could tell his wife, a sis or a girl, this OnlyFans picture. They're setting this up. So that's how he's doing to set up this whole entire situation. So when I looked at it, I just mind my own business. I didn't throw no shade. I said this is some messed up stuff. I said, what in the world's going on that is doing this? I said, what are you doing? And all that said, I'm gonna be clear with you. Tasha didn't do nothing wrong. I used to get up here and say, "Oh, Tasha was so wrong." If you got tea of a man cheating, you can immediately expose that on the channel, and she exactly did that because they agreed to be on it. And now he's on this page trying to clear his name up, saying that he didn't know, nothing really happened. That what the lady said is a lie. It's a bald faced lie. So he put that on their social media. It was just all the way sad. So I'm just reading this over and over and over. And I said, listen, you got caught up. You got caught up. You did that. Only thing you should have did was listen. I would have respect sound better and say, you know what? I did deal with her. I didn't mean for it to go down like that. I apologize to you, Egypt. My apologies. I did not mean to have relations with a trans woman. But I don't think Egypt is going to I think they're supposed to get married or whatever. I don't think she's going to end the relationship, because the reason why I know she's not going to end that relationship is because Sam is in her ear. She probably insecure, and that's the reason why she probably will not leave Sam at all. She probably say, "I'm with him, I love him, and I believe it." But in the back of her mind, she knows Sam ain't no good. But she's already trying to build an empire with a man that like trans women. Listen, that man, if he like trans woman, he's bi. I'm gonna say this: that don't make him straight if he dealing with a trans woman, because that trans woman, most of them still got they ping. So I'm gonna say the man is bi. That's what I'm gonna say. I know some people that's gonna get up here. They're gonna say, "Well, he's still straight because that was a trans woman." If she got a ping, and you ride the peen, you lick at the peen, you buy. Period. That is how I look at it. Now, if the person don't have the peen, where they have gotten the surgery and they have a yoni, then like I said, okay, you straight. But if you ride the peen, licking on the peen, you can't come to me and say you straight. No, you ain't straight. You bi. You like to play. You like to do both. And some people will deal with a trans woman to make a covering and say, "Oh, they still straight." But in their mind, only reason why they dealing with that trans woman is because she got a peen. If she didn't have no peen, you wouldn't be bothered with her. The reason why you like her is because she have a peen. And in your mind, to make you sleep good at night, you could say, "Well, I am still straight," because that is a trans woman. And I disagree respectfully. Respectfully, I disagree. Because if that person got a peen and you look at on it, it is by. In my humble opinion. Okay? I'm just giving my opinion. and the entire situation. Just giving my thoughts. So all of that's been going on, and so Tasha was like, "Listen, I don't take kind of threats." He was about to. She's going to sue Tasha, and he must not know that. Don't scare Tasha. Tasha is in a lawsuit with one of the biggest celebrities in the world, Cardi B. So threatening her with a lawsuit is not going to make her scared because she's actually in court right now with the biggest celebrity in the world. Okay? I just want to be crystal clear on that. And if you agree to that, we definitely had a fall lines opening up on that. So I watched the interview. Make sure y'all go check it out on Unwind with TashaK, and y'all can have a good time watching it. So that was going on. Then something else, some more mess happening. Okay, I was minding my own business, and I'm getting these DMs about Nicki and Armon. So I want to say this. Uh, I was minding my own business, and I said, "Well, I got this. This is going on." So I said, "Okay, let's see what's going on here." So Nicki wrote a post because I think allegedly they're saying that she's going to host the Real Housewives of Potomac. I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be real nice," because I'm really gonna watch that. And so Armand left a comment, and he said, "I'm here. I'm for you to step into media/personality space." And then Nicki Minaj said, "Yeah." She responded to Armand's comment. So with that, the Barbs decided to lie and said that he said something about her baby. That they went on and they were just lying and just said all type of stuff. Well, he can't be trusted. He be dragging you. He's this. Nicki, you shouldn't show him no love. He does all this. He talks about your baby. He says this about your baby. So they would say all this stuff. And so Nicki Minaj removed her like. She removed her comment, and then Armand felt some type of way. He removed his comment completely. So then he goes on his station head and he dragged pretty much was letting the Barbs have it. And my thing is this with the Barbs, he didn't say nothing about her child. You know what I'm saying? He just did regular commentary. Nicki deserves, and she should not be the only celebrity where we can be critical of her. We should be critical. If something that she does and we don't like it, it's our job as a commentator to be critical of Nicki Minaj. But if she like a post, the Barbs, they're gonna pick that bone up and they're gonna just drag it, drag it, drag it. That's why you see a lot of YouTubers now that they delete their videos because they was critical of Nicki and all that, and they don't want Nicki Minaj to know. But with Armand, all of his videos that he said something critical of Nicki is still up. He's not trying to hide it. He's unapologetic about what he said, and he keeps it real about how he feel about Nicki Minaj. But I can tell you 100%, he did not say nothing negative about her child. That was a bald-faced lie. And I wish Nicki Minaj will start to fact check her Barbs because sometimes they get the information wrong. And most of them don't like it, don't like what he said, where mine said they don't like that. And so they decided to get up there and lie. So on his community wall, give me a second while I look this up. It's just really sad how the barber. This is what some of the barbers do. And a lot of them are young too, are young. But this is what he said. He said, still going to do me. What's for me is for me. So they at her and lied so much, she unliked and deleted the comment, child. So I'm going to just read down what some of these people said on his page, on Armand's page. Somebody said, I'm happy she did that. That disrespect you have for her is so high. Then another person said, nobody lied. The Barbs do whatever they can to protect her. You don't like her and dragged her unprovoked to boost up the mediocre girls. So let's keep it that way. You keep your mediocre girls. We keep Nicki. Stay off her page. And the only reason your little channel is still running is because you cater to a certain fan base, and we know that, and they know that. Now the person said this. I think she deleted it because it was getting too messy on her post, trying to keep it positive. It was too much going on. Another person said this. Now, Armon, you do be dragging the queen. And she didn't know, and she didn't know, and that's fake because why are you dragging her to lift another girl up when you can lift both? She wasn't wrong for what she did, and the Barbs are trying to protect her. Another person said this. Um, you are on here defending Armon Wiggins, who constantly bashes black women in the industry and pushes narratives that pit them against each other. Just look at the most recent clickbait video about Cardi B saving Naomi's career. He literally makes a living off of picking black women apart. What a disgrace. I'm just reading these comments of these people, and of course, these people that just want to go on there and drag. But clearly, let's be crystal clear. Some of the stuff that the bars were saying was a bald face lie. He didn't say nothing against her children, and a lot of what he said was she got to be careful about who she married. Instead of something that I even said on my platform. But when you're a commentator, you know, sometimes if you're not kissing, Nicki Minaj butt 24/7. Then the barbers are not going to see it for you. You cannot be critical of Nicki and think that the barb is going to like you. That's unfortunate because a lot of them are not that mature enough to have a conversation that you want to be critical. A lot of them can't deal with that. They want you to praise Nicki 24/7. You cannot say anything negative about Nicki. Soon as you do, they want to threaten. I remember when I got on this page and I said Nicki should retire. Baby, they threatened me. They was in my DMs. They was leaving me crazy voice notes. It was insane. I said, OMG, these bars are really something. They were all on my social media letting me have it. Period. I said, "Oh my gosh, really? The barbs are like that? They're gonna let me have it like that?" I said, "This is something." I said, "Really?" I said, "Absolutely." So you just got to be definitely cautious with that. So that was going on, and I said we definitely get a commentary. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up the phone lines, and I'm gonna allow y'all to call in if y'all want to speak on the situation. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all call it. Give me a second while I boot up the phone lines because there was a lot. I know y'all probably got a lot to discuss that y'all want to speak on the situation. So give me a second. I'm gonna let y'all call in, and y'all could definitely speak on that. But I think he did right by deleting the comment because a lot of them people always has some negative to say. Okay, and that's just really really sad that they did that to him. They just can't stand that Armand have an opinion about Nicki that's sometimes different than what they believe in. So we gonna open up these phone lines. Give me a second, because at the end of the day, he didn't say nothing wrong. He definitely didn't say nothing about her child. I knew that was a bald face lie when that came up. I'm like, when did he say something negative about our child? Not that at all. He did not say nothing negative about her child at all. That's just a fact. Did he get on there and was critical of Nicki? Yes. We didn't say nothing negative about her child. I mean, what we can't be critical of Nicki Minaj. We can't say nothing negative about Nicki. From a thing, Nicki doesn't do no wrong. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to just have somebody just explain it to me. She can't do nothing wrong. Explain that to me. Okay. The number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. I mean, they is in these comments, a lot of them barbs. They something else. I'm telling you, the barbs are something else.
Your show now. Press
Okay.
1.
Your show is
That's
scheduled
all I'm
to
gonna say
start
about
in
that. All right, the number is
29 seconds.
646-716-8447. That is the number. I'm gonna put a number on the screen so you all could definitely see that. Thank you all so very much. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Give me a second. All right. So if y'all calling in, just press one. Dial the
Your
number.
show will go
You
live
will
in
be
5
in the
seconds.
queue.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go.
Blog Talk Radio.
All right. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hello, Warning.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, I'm going to speak on Nicki Minaj's behalf because let me tell you something about Nicki Minaj. I appreciate the Barb because Nicki Minaj has been getting attacked for the past 4 years, and I'm happy that she has a fan base like the Barb to speak up for her when she really could not say anything because everything she said was coming out as she was a hater or was trying to down other women. And I am happy that the Barb, stood up for her in them comments because Armon Wiggins, he attacks Black women on his platform. So please protect the Black queen, Nicki Minaj. Now, one thing I said before, I do not feel like Nicki Minaj fan base, the Barb, is a toxic fan base. People label this fan base as toxic, but they're not toxic, okay? They just love that woman. And they see the internet bullies that comes for this woman and tries to paint the narrative that she is an angry Black woman when she just is trying to be a good mother and wife. So they stand up for her, and she loves them. They're the reason why she's still here. Honestly, they support her. And people say they don't support her, but if they didn't support her, she would have been gone a long time ago. Like y'all said, oh, she's going to extinct or retire. Stop attacking this Black woman. We do not attack any other female Black entertainer like we do Nicki Minaj. And I feel like that's a problem. That's why with the Barb stand up for her, I appreciate them. I appreciate the fan base, the Barb and the Beehive, because they stand up for the Black woman entertainer. And so, platforms will not get attacked if they don't attack other people. Armon Wiggins got exactly what he was looking for. How can you expect this woman to support you, Armon? And on that, we're not saying you can't comment. You don't think her Barb's is going to let her know that you attack her every chance you get on your platform? And you might not say nothing about her child, but you attack her craft. You attack her as an entertainer.
I want to say attack. I think that's a strong word.
Your craft?
He was was critical of doing commentary and giving his advice. He didn't attack Nicki. Nicki Minaj is not hurt. She didn't lose any type of money, and he definitely did not say anything negative about her child. I just think that the Barbs. They just got this particular situation wrong. And we just have to be honest on that.
Well, from my understanding, Wiley, the people said that Armon really did love Nicki Minaj at one time. What point did he stop liking this woman and praise up Cardi B? See, that's the thing, Armon. What did Nicki Minaj do to you? To make you turn on her like that? So, yes, he is hurt that she deleted his comment. Yes, he is hurt. But guess what, Armon? Be fair when you're giving commentary. That's all.
All right, thank you so very much for calling in. Okay,
thank you.
That was Sister Conservative that's called in. Okay, let's go. 6048 caller, you're on air. 6048.
Hello.
Hey, you live on air.
Hello.
Hi.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Yes, you.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Wally.
Hi.
Oh my God, what an honor. I think Sam is in Egypt's life for a reason, and I think that favor deserves favor. He elevated her through her experience of going through such a difficult, whatever it was she was going through, then yes, it's time for her to elevate him and put him at the forefront. So I don't see anything wrong with them trying to make him come to the forefront. She's always going to be in the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
She's what's her name? The lady's daughter, Peppa. She's Peppa's daughter. I mean, she's never going to get over that. But okay, let's elevate him now and put him to the forefront.
All right.
Is the way I'm seeing that she's elevating him. That's all.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you, Wally.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye What the world was he talking about? But okay. 9522 calling on air.
Hi, Wiley. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Hi. I wanted to call in and talk about Armon and Nicki. First of all, I followed Armon for a long time, and I followed him in the beginning when he was living for Nicki Minaj. And just like the caller before, the last caller said, he lost his mind when she unfollowed him. And ever since then, he has been going off on her. Like, it's a way that you do it. It's a such thing as criticism and disrespect. And I think he has been going in disrespectfully on her. Some things he says, I see. Some things he says, I agree with the music. Sometimes with the music thing and stuff, I'm not going to be biased because I'm a bard myself. But he is very disrespectful on his platform. And if he gave criticism, I would agree with him on certain things. But he doesn't give that same energy to Cardi B at all. And Cardi B has been going off for the past couple of days, the last week. He doesn't go off on her like he goes off on Nicki. And it's just a shame. I don't like to see him like that. His energy is very poor when he does that. And he knows he loves Nicki Minaj, and he can give her criticism. He can do that, but it's the way you do that. And that's why Bart came at him on that comment. He's not going to act like he doesn't come at her all the time in a disrespectful manner. It's crazy. He should give that same energy to Cardi B because she goes off and she's nasty, just like how they portray Nicki to be. And that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, but again, people have a right to always change. You could like a person today and like the next person the next day. I don't see the issue with that at all, in my humble opinion. Okay, 1753, calling you on air. 1753.
Hello, Wally. How you doing?
All right.
Good. What's up? How are you?
All right.
All right. So I didn't get to catch your whole entire live. So I'm gonna just talk about what I actually heard. First, I want to talk about the pastor. I don't feel sorry for him. A lot of pastors like to live double, triple lives. They preach one thing, and then they're living in sin. So I'm not even gonna go on about that. I'm not surprised. You see pastors molesting kids and all of that. I just want him to live in his truth that he preaches about. That's the only thing I want him to do. The second thing is, say it again, Wally?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, yeah. So the second is about Egypt and homeboy that got a little sugar in his tank. He looks, I don't want to judge anybody, but he kind of looks like, he's a little, sugary. I'm going to just put it that way. I'm not surprised. I think he needs to come out, and I don't think Egypt is going to leave him. Matter of fact, it might even make them closer. And she might even be into that. We don't know what they talk about behind closed doors.
But again, with that, I personally think that was embarrassing how that interview went. He should have just been honest with Egypt.
I saw that interview. He was really trying to rap. I'm like, what is up with these people always trying to break into the industry? I'm sorry, she. I'm sorry,
you talking about the trans?
She was trying to
rap. That was a hot mess.
Did you see that? I was like, oh no. First of all, you could clearly tell that, that's a man and he's trans, she's trans, I'm sorry, or whatever the case may be. Now I do think that he's been doing things behind her back. So at the end of the day, he's probably gay. And I think he's just using Egypt for a cover up and he needs to come out.
So you say that Egypt, so he's a beard, so Egypt is his beard or she's a beard? Oh my God.
Yes, I think that, even when you watch the show, I thought he was gay. I was surprised they were together. I'm like, that's her man? Like, what's going on here? But believe it or not, some women are okay with that. I believe that she had to know that he was, matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she actually texted him. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay? They need to come together, have some threesomes, and live in marital bliss. That's it.
Wow. Wow.
So,
Okay.
so that's all I have to say about that, Wiley.
All right.
Because I didn't catch the rest of your live, but yeah. So have a good Saturday.
You too. All right. 1180, calling on air. Hello? 1180, you live on air.
Hi, Mr. Wiley.
Hi, can you speak up in the phone? Sound like you got me on speaker.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I do. I was preoccupied and still listening. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to have a moment to say this. I really think that it's time for Tretch and Pepper to sit down and have a serious family meeting with Egypt. As a mother of a young woman, you want to make sure that she understands herself, regardless of what it is that Sam has introduced her to. Sometimes you have to pull back and find yourself. She's at a point in her life where she's not sure who she technically is. And I don't want him to dim her light and cause her to have any kind of mental illness breakdown behind the new information or anything that he may possibly bring home that cannot be cured. You know, when you decide to be in a relationship, Sam should be a man as far as taking care of his future wife, financially, mentally, and physically. That's not happening. Pepper's being a stable environment for both of them, which is making the situation easy for him to get away with the things that he's doing because she feels like, well, my mom is here, so he's not doing it. But in reality, Pepper's not paying attention like she should.
So you said, but she's an adult now. What more can Pepper do? I think she should just let Egypt make her decision.
No. Being an adult is one thing. As a parent, you're supposed to guide your children. You know, it's just like this situation coming out. I'm sure everyone's running the test. I'm sure everyone's running the trench and everyone else. You know, regardless of the situation, it's a need, a conversation that needs to happen. Because if you want to say she's an adult, she still lives at home under her mother's banking call as far as finances and a covenant.
Oh, wow. So she's still living at home with her mom. Oh.
Yeah, they live together in Vegas. It was something in an interview. They don't have their own place. Sam is not being a full 28-year-old grown man with children already. He clarified his age and he verified that he has his family as well. So the reality to the situation is he's playing house. He's giving off on Pepper's money, technically. You don't lose sight of the situation. And the reality is Egypt is still Pepper's daughter at the end of the day. Whatever happens to Sam, she's still going to be her child. And the reality is you have a conversation. You allow her to make decisions of her own, but you still put in her mind that there are options and other ways to tend to this situation. That's just the reality to it.
Right, because he did say in an interview that he made six figures. And I'm like, how can you make six figures? You still live at home with your girl mom.
Right. Exactly. And even, let's just say for food for thought. So what? Okay, so when let's just say Sam does make six figures. Now, what does that say about you as a man? Because in reality, you will be having things set up to where the money works for you. This young lady is out here doing shows. She's doing the best she can. You can kind of see that there are some other things that are going on behind the scenes that Sam probably does to her mentally, unbeknownst to us, because she's very impressionable. Everyone has someone in their life that they love more than themselves and had a heartbreak. And he's going to be her heartbreak. But this is where I say Tretch and Pepper needs to step up because no parent is exempt from making mistakes in life and having things that we put our kids through, unfortunately, or didn't do. If no parent is, I'm just sorry. I don't care if it's as little as me going out on a couple of dates and didn't think to make sure my kids' homework was complete. Just something minor, I'm just showing. So in this retrospect, I think they need to get together and have that conversation with this young lady, giving her a chance to protect herself, giving her a chance to have an outlet. Because when a man has gotten in your head, or anyone has gotten in your head, I'm just going to speak because everyone's had a heartbreak. You don't know what happened. until you come out and step outside of it and actually see what's going on in the windows of that house. She's in the midst of it. She doesn't see it.
All right. Thank you,
You know,
sir.
and you're very welcome. Thank you for allowing me here.
All right. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Have a nice
All right.
day.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we got callers calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. I'm going to the next caller here, 2289. Caller, you on air.
Hey, Wiley, this
Hey.
Big Mama. I just want to say, now with Pepper Daughter, I think it's an episode where he already admitted to being bisexual, if I remember. Have you heard of that or seen that episode?
I didn't see the episode, but I heard about it.
Well, I think he admitted it on the episode. I think it's the fact that she didn't know about this new situation with the trans woman, but she knows. She knows. She been already let that be know that it wasn't a problem, if I remember on the show. So, like she said, I think she okay with it. I think it's just a new situation she wasn't ready for that TashaK brought up, you know. But I just want to say about that Armon thing. Now, I watch Armon too, and I enjoy Armon too, and I think he has the right to do his commentary on Nicki too. But he don't give the same energy that he gives to Nicki to Cardi. For a minute, you know, Cardi was out and she was doing all this, and I think he was riding that wave. You know, I think they was inboxing and she was answering all his questions. I think she ain't paying him no attention now, or he done said something she don't like and she ain't paying Armon no attention. But his energy has changed towards Nicki now. Like now he being fair. And he criticized her the way he should have been. But a few weeks ago, he was on her head about everything. When she went live before she dropped her mixtape, he was talking all stuff. It's the way that he was. It's just the way he was doing it. You know, you can do commentary on somebody, but the way you were saying it was like you had a problem with her, criticizing everything she do, everything she say, how she look, and whatever. And then he was saying, what makes a queen now? Because she the one that said, Remy, it gotta be number ones and all this. He was putting Nicki down for a minute and saying she wasn't this and she wasn't that. Now he just kind of like doing it like he's supposed to, you know. But he fake. He ride the fence. But I know you okay with that flip flopping.
Well, for me, I just think you have a right to change. I don't see an issue with it. He's always give her fair commentary.
No. When you talk not fair, you do got the right to change, but he wasn't being fair for a minute. Just like I was waiting on him to criticize her last the song she did. He didn't say nothing about her verse. There wasn't nothing wrong with her verse, but if that was Nicki, he would have criticized every word. I just want him to keep that same energy. And hey, you can go back and look. You can pull it up yourself. That energy done changed, Wiley. But that's all. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you. I definitely would love to check it out. But he have been always fair to Nicki Minaj coverage. Every time that I see him talk about Nicki, he have always been fair and give his commentary on her. Always. I know he have not said nothing negative about her daughter, about her child.
I didn't say he said nothing negative about her. He never said nothing about her child. I watched them all. He ain't never said nothing about her child. Now that is a lie. And I hate that they got to lie about it. I am a barb too, a real one. But I'm not going to lie on nobody. So, yeah, that was a lie. He ain't said nothing about the baby. All right.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. 7736, caller, you on air.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
What's up? I just want to say about the whole Nicki situation and the Armon situation. We get it. You guys are bars. Kudos to you guys. Like, seriously, y'all need to chill the F out. Every commentator on YouTube, no matter what they're commentating about, at the end of the day, everybody has their own opinion. They're human. And if they don't like her and if they go hard, but he wasn't talking about this person that hard. So what? Like, what is y'all problem? Like, how grown are y'all? Like, are y'all even grown? watching the Wiley Show. Maybe this isn't the show for you. Sweetie, so what? Wiley goes hard on fucking Cardi. He don't go that hard on Nicki. So is that why y'all thought y'all was going to get up here on this platform and try to go at Armon like, yeah, well, I still don't like him even though he ain't talk about her baby. Like, shut up. If you don't like him, go tell him that. Shit. I'm tired of y'all thinking like people can't have their own opinions. Get the freak out of here. And y'all can just, take that how y'all want that, sweetie. And I did them comments to be like, I'm drunk. I want somebody like, oh, she's drinking. No, but seriously, like, y'all need to get it together. Y'all really need to stop. Like, come on, Wiley. Come on, Wiley. Like, okay. Let them know. Like, you already let them know in the beginning that, like, come on now. Dang well, Armon, like, it's not even like that. Like, but for these people to just keep calling in and saying the same old crap over and over again, like, come on now. Okay, we get it. You guys are major fans. Like, that's all right, sweetie. You can be a fan. So go be on her page. Like, really? Tell her to step her bars up, bitch. That's what y'all need to tell Nicki to do. Step her bars up for real. Because she always talking about bars. But where her bars at? Nowhere. But she always sniffling and shit and drooling and taking hours to do 15 minutes of what? Fame? Like, chill out. Like, please. I'm not like, yeah, I don't care one way or the other. At the end of the day, Armon, Wiley, and everybody else keep doing y'all thing because what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And if people don't like you, oh well. It just is what it is. That just comes with the territory. Hello. All right. Now you have a good night, Wiley.
All
Love
right.
you, Chad.
Love you.
Wiley.
Okay, bye-bye.
All
right, wow.
bye.
You just never know who's going to call in. Okay. 1688. Oh, can you turn me down the back? 1688. Hello. Hello. Okay, we gotta go to the next caller. You gotta be playing in the back. Anonymous, you live on air.
Yeah, Wiley. To the caller that just called in before.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get another. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, caller. Hold on, let me read this. I think this is a new caller. 2214. I'm sorry, 2217.
Hey, Wiley, what's going on? How are you?
I'm doing great.
That's good. Okay, so I'm just listening to your show once again. I love your show. I'm so glad of your growth, and I know you about to just be out and just getting it. But just to stay on your topics, I've seen the post, and I am a fan of music actually, but I've seen the post, and it was some truth, and it was some lies. Now, I do find it funny that people are shocked that she deleted the comment. It was so much going on under that comment. Why? Like, it was just crazy. Like, I'm talking about, it went from a positive post to just, I'm talking about negative. But if I was Nicki, I would have deleted that so quickly. Because y'all doing too much up under this post. It's supposed to be a lighthearted post. It's supposed to be having fun about Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all doing too much or whatever. But what I can say regarding Armon, I do believe he definitely enjoys Nicki's music and he is a fan of her. But I do believe that he's still hurt that she unfollowed him. So sometimes his topics and his posts are leaning on the more biased side. You can't say that sometimes it just be out of nowhere where he drags the woman. So it's just like, well, yeah, I'm not surprised that her fans are not going to be fond of you when most of the time your takes are always dragging her. So it was a lot of negative stuff up under the Armon comment. So if I was Nicki, I definitely would have deleted it. But then, as you stated, Wiley, as a commentator, you do have to speak your piece. You can speak your piece and state your opinion, but it's sometimes where people go above and beyond to basically belittle the artist over the smallest thing when he does not do that with everybody. My whole thing about commentators is just like, I get it, you like your favorite, but if you're going to drag everybody to the same degree. And that's my stance on it.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. We're going to bring this video to a close. Thank everybody for that. We're going to be going live over there on Patreon. So y'all go and meet me up over there. This was really lit. I want to say on my closing remarks when it comes to this, and I said this is real. I just feel as though the Barbs went, in this particular case, they were wrong to go at Armon like that. And they just upset that Nicki responded to his comment. But that, he could just screen share that, or screenshot that, and just know that, hey, at least you got a response by Nicki Minaj, which is a good thing. So he could always have that for his archives forever. I just feel as though that the Barbs in this particular case lied on him because they felt some type of way. It is what it is. Just keep it 100%. They couldn't find anything else, but they said, oh, he said something about your child, and that wasn't the case. But the reason why we made it a topic is because it was so blown out of proportion. And I said, hey, let me do my commentary on here and talk about it and have a conversation about the show. So thank you so very much to everybody that had called in. This was lovely. We will see y'all later over there on Patreon. All right. Give me a second because we're going live over there on Patreon. I just want to see y'all in the building. I already dropped the link over there. Give me a second. I'll drop it again if y'all need me to drop it again in Patreon. Give me a second. I think we dropped it all on there. Yes. Shout out to all the moderators in the house. Love y'all. And shout out to the producers. We're now at 21,000 subs. That is wonderful. So we'll see y'all again in the next live. So give me a second. I'm going to drop that in there again. So if y'all won't miss the live, give me a second. I'm going to drop it in there on Patreon again. We're going live on Patreon. All right. There we go. All right, give me a second. Let me see. Everybody seeing it? Okay. All right. Thank you all so very much. And I will see y'all in the next live. I know y'all going to leave a comment. Y'all got a lot of stuff to say in the comments. I will see y'all on Patreon. Peace.